Dear soul, just take a quiet moment and really listen. The angels are tuning into you right now. They want to help you understand why your future partner is heading to your home, sent by their family. What's this truth about your past that their family wants them to share with you? Dear one, imagine angels wrapping you in comforting golden wings. You're right on the verge of a really big, positive change, and they want your heart to be ready, filled with love and truth. Your future partner, the one your soul is already connected to through destiny, isn't just showing up randomly. They're being guided to you, following divine nudges that came through the people who raised them, their family, who now sees things they didn't before. This isn't just luck. It's part of a special plan unfolding. Because there's a truth that's been hidden for way too long, a truth you were never supposed to handle all by yourself. The person coming to meet you didn't always know about the tough times you had to get through quietly, the fights you faced behind your calm strength, or the inner fire you had to hide behind your smile. But the angels are saying that hiding is ending. Not because you have to explain everything, but because someone has finally found the courage to really see you, your truth, your light, your real power. Type amen if you trust in God. This person, your future partner, might have noticed you from afar before, maybe even admired how strong you seemed without knowing why. You probably looked unbreakable, calm, and bright, and you're all those things. But what they didn't get, what their family now really wants them to understand, is the reason for your strength. The story behind your spirit's fire. The hard times that made you independent. The hurts that taught you to guard your heart when no one else was there for you. Dear one, the angels say your future partner's family feels something special and sacred about you. Something unspoken that deserves respect, not pity. They've realized that if their loved one is going to build a life with you, it has to be based on truth, not just surface appearances. And they get it now. Your quietness wasn't pride, it was self-protection. They're sending this person to your home, not just with questions, but with deep respect, asking them to listen more than they talk, to honor what they learn, to not just look at you, but to truly see you. That powerful energy surrounding you is undeniable. You aren't someone waiting to be saved. You're someone who chose to rise above things, and that made others either intimidated or impressed, but rarely did they truly get you. But that's changing now because the person coming to your home is ready to understand. Their family is sending them to ask the questions you never felt safe enough to answer before, because no one created that safe space for your truth. But this time, dear one, the angels have put protection around you. They've softened hearts and opened minds. They've whispered truth to those who might have judged too fast before. And now, your person isn't coming with judgment, but with a quiet need to know, with a soul ready to discover not just what you went through, but who you really are underneath it all. The angels say this meeting won't be easy, but it will be healing. There might be tears. There might be long silences as old pain is finally spoken out loud. Your voice might shake, and feelings you thought were long buried might surface. But don't hold back, dear one. This isn't about dragging up your past. It's about freeing yourself from its weight. It's about letting your full self be seen by the soul meant to walk beside you into your next chapter. This isn't the kind of love that just likes how you look. It's the kind of love that deeply respects your scars. Your person will look into your eyes and see not weakness, but a history of survival, a deep river of resilience flowing from your soul. And their heart, now awake to this deeper truth, will start to understand why the angels chose you for them. Not because you're flawless, but because you're real. So open your door, dear one, not just physically, but open up to the conversation destiny has been waiting for. Let them ask what they need to. Let them hear your words, your silences, your pauses, the catch in your breath. Let them sit with the reality of who you are. And let yourself be loved, not for the mask you wore to protect yourself, but for the truth you're now strong enough to share. The angels are guiding every moment, softening every word, weaving a feeling of safety into the room where this meeting happens. And when your person leaves, they won't be confused. They'll be awakened. They'll truly see you. And any fear they had about not understanding you will be replaced with deep respect, admiration, and love. Your past isn't something to be ashamed of. It's like a crown you've earned. And now it gets to be seen in the light, not kept secret. Let them come. Let them listen. Let yourself be heard. Because the future waiting for you both isn't built on make-believe, but on truth. And it starts the moment you let someone see not just the amazing person you've become, but the fire that shaped you. The angels are watching and smiling because they know this isn't the end of your healing. It's the start of your liberation. Music indication removed for text flow. Dear one, the angels have watched you carry the weight of old hurts with a quiet strength that has touched even them. You've weathered storms most people never knew about. You built walls, not to push people away, but to keep your heart from shattering again. And now your future partner, prompted by their family and a spiritual pull they might not fully grasp, is coming to you. Not just to talk, but to really witness the part of your past you've kept locked away for so long. They might not know the whole story yet, but the angels say their soul feels it. They're being sent to your door, not just as someone bringing love, but as someone through whom healing can finally flow. Their family senses a hidden truth in your past, a reason for that guarded look in your eyes, a pain that made you both strong and wary. And what they've asked your future partner to do isn't easy. Find the key to the door you've kept shut, and they're coming with a heart ready to open it gently. Type I believe if you believe in God's plan. You, dear one, have stood alone for a long time, facing the world, protecting your space, guarding your heart like a precious gem. And rightly so, because people weren't always kind. In your past, there were betrayals that hurt more than words can say. Every time you trusted and were let down, you learned to protect yourself even more. But the angels say this time of just enduring is ending. Not because you're less strong, but because someone is finally here who's strong enough to stand with you. Not just on sunny days, but through the echoes of pain still inside you. This person isn't being sent to fix you, but to understand you. And what they've been asked to help reveal isn't just some hidden fact. It's the realization that your strength, even though born from hardship, doesn't have to be carried all alone anymore. This moment might feel overwhelming. You might wonder, why now? Why are they coming after all this time? Why pick now to ask about a past I thought nobody cared about? But the angels say it's no accident. Divine timing picked this moment because your heart is finally ready to be truly seen. Not just pieces, but the whole truth. Your future partner might seem unsure how to start. But know this, their heart is sincere. They aren't coming to judge your past, but to honor it. To show you with every word, look, and silence that they're not scared of what shaped you. They're only afraid of not being close enough to love you the way you deserve. The truth they're meant to help uncover might involve painful memories, maybe feeling abandoned, or like you had to fight for every scrap of love. It might mean talking about times you were left picking up the pieces after someone else's bad choices, trying to rebuild with a broken heart. But the angels want you to know, this time, as you share your truth, you won't be left alone. They're sending this person with compassion already growing in their heart, with a gentleness learned from their own struggles, and with such pure intentions that your soul will know it's safe. You don't need to test them or push them away to see if they'll leave. This time, they've already decided to stay. Dear one, your survival has been incredible. Your courage has inspired the heavens. But now you're being asked to open your hands and let go of the burdens you've carried for so long. Let someone else hold space for your pain. Let this arriving love be the kind that listens, that honors, that doesn't demand explanations for your guardedness, but simply promises to stay anyway. When they look into your eyes and ask what happened, let your voice shake if it needs to. Let your truth flow out like rain held back for years. Don't be afraid they'll turn away. They've already seen your strength. Now they're ready to love the part of you that had to become strong because there was no other choice. You've waited so long to be met with truth. And now the angels say that truth is knocking on your door, embodied by a soul who wants to walk forward with you. Not as a savior, but as someone who witnesses all that you are. Let them in. Let them hear you. Let them be the one who sees the battle behind your silence and chooses to love you, not despite it, but because of it. This is the start of your release. The walls you built aren't being torn down. They're being gently dissolved by love, the kind you were always worthy of, the kind that says, you don't have to do this alone anymore. And so, dear one, don't hide. Don't fear. The truth about your past isn't shameful. It's sacred. And now someone is coming to see it, hold it, and remind you that you're no longer just a survivor. You're someone ready to be deeply, truly loved. And the angels are smiling, having waited a long time to see this moment finally happen. Dear one, the angels are pouring divine light straight into your heart right now. They see you're ready to finally receive the love you've quietly longed for. Your future partner isn't just visiting because of family duty or tradition. They're coming because something in their own heart is overflowing with a truth they can't ignore anymore. And their family, maybe without even knowing the full depth, has sensed this inner change and encouraged them to take this step toward you. The journey they're making isn't casual. It's guided by spirit, by ancestor whispers, by perfect timing. Something deeper than logic is pulling them toward you. And the truth they've been asked to reveal isn't meant to shame or hurt you. It's meant to awaken something. A truth that will unlock a long-closed door in your heart and let love flow freely again. Not as a memory or a far-off hope, but as something real, present, and sacred. Type strong if you trust in God's presence. For so long, dear one, you've held your heart carefully, like something fragile, afraid that opening it fully again would lead to breakage and leave you empty. You learn to love cautiously, giving your light in small doses, never too much at once. You know what happens when love is misunderstood or taken lightly. You felt the pain of pouring yourself into someone who couldn't handle what you offered. So you built walls. You smiled but stayed guarded. You dreamed but didn't quite trust those dreams. And yet, through all that, your heart never stopped longing. It never stopped hoping for a love that would meet it fully, without fear, games, or conditions. That love is now approaching your door, and it brings a truth that will change everything. You are meant to be loved completely, deeply, openly, exactly as you are. The angels say the person coming to you has gone through their own transformation. They might not show it right away, but something has shifted inside them. They're starting to see that love isn't a prize to win or a deal to make. It's a sacred offering, and they're coming to offer it to you. Their family watched them wrestle with feelings they couldn't name. In quiet talks and concerned moments, they gently nudge them, go to them, tell them what you've been afraid to say. Maybe it's an apology. Maybe it's a confession of love that was hidden by fear. Or maybe it's just the simple truth that no matter where they went, their heart always came back to you. And now they're ready to stop running, ready to let it all out. This truth, dear one, might not come out all at once. It might be in shaky words, pauses, eyes that finally meet yours without looking away. But you'll feel it. You'll know it. Because the moment they start speaking, something in your soul will recognize the feeling of a long-awaited truth finally being spoken. You won't need to wonder if it's real. You'll feel the love flowing between you, washing away old hurts, soothing the pain you've carried. This isn't a love that needs you to explain your past. This is a love that wants to hold your past with respect. This is someone coming not to fix you, but to pour into you, to water the garden you've kept alive through so many dry seasons. And the angels want you to know, dear one, this moment was written in your story all along. The delays, the separations, the silence, it all had a purpose. It shaped your heart into something strong enough to hold the kind of love arriving now. Don't fear how intense it feels. Don't fear its tenderness. You are ready. Even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, you are ready to receive. Let yourself be open. Let yourself be filled. Let your heart remember what it feels like to be seen and cherished. Not for being perfect, but for being true. This is the kind of love that changes lifetimes. It doesn't crash in loudly. It arrives like a gentle stream, soft but steady, persistent enough to reach even the deepest, driest parts of you. Your future partner might not have perfect words, but their heart will speak clearly. It will say, I see you. I choose you, not just for who you are now, but for everything you've been and all we could become together. And that, dear one, is the truth they've been asked to reveal. Not a secret from your past, but a promise for your future. A promise that begins when you let love flow into places you thought would stay empty forever. So take a breath. Let your walls soften. Let tears fall if they need to. You aren't weak for wanting love. You are divine for still believing in it. And now, after all this time, it's coming home to you gently, devotedly, and with the kind of truth that heals from the inside out. The angels are watching this moment and singing with joy because they know your heart is about to bloom again. And this time, it won't bloom alone. Dear one, the angels are holding you close right now, protecting your heart because they know how deep emotions run and how shaky things feel when the truth connected to the Tower card energy is coming out. This energy isn't always easy, but it's important. And what your future partner has been asked to share at their family's request isn't just a hidden fact. It's a big shake-up, like a foundation crumbling, that will change everything. The truth they bring is one that was buried, silenced because it was too painful, too destructive, or too messy to say out loud before. But now the divine has stepped in. That truth won't stay hidden anymore. It's coming like thunder, like a storm that needs to be faced so the sun can shine again. Your person is coming to your home with hesitant steps and a heavy heart. Not because they want to hurt you, but because they can't carry this truth anymore without also giving you the clarity, freedom, and closure you were always meant to have. Type 111 if you believe in your guardian angels. The angels say this truth might really shake you. It could involve a betrayal by someone you trusted, or learning something about your own past that was kept from you to protect others. It might be about a choice made long ago that changed your life's path without you even knowing. Maybe it's about a sacrifice you made that someone else got credit for, or a pain you carried alone while others seemed fine. Whatever this truth is, dear one, it's strong enough to change how you see the past, but it's also the truth that will finally set you free. Your future partner isn't coming to expose or judge you. They're coming with a heart full of what they now know. They're being sent because their soul reached a point where staying silent felt like another betrayal. They want you to know what really happened, not to cause more pain, but to free you from the chains of confusion, misunderstanding, and pain you might have blamed yourself for when it was never yours to carry. This moment, even if painful, is part of a divine plan. The angels are guiding every step. They're preparing your spirit for the collapse of what was false, so that what is real can finally be built. The Tower energy might bring tears, anger, disbelief, or heartbreak. But the angels promise it also brings cleansing. It clears away lies, illusions, and weak foundations that couldn't hold your true, sacred story. And once the dust settles, you'll feel something you haven't felt in a long time: peace. Because finally, the truth will be out. Finally, the questions that kept you up at night will have answers. Finally, you'll see you weren't crazy, overreacting, or too sensitive. You were simply feeling what others didn't dare to face. Your person's family knows how heavy this truth is. They've seen the change in your future partner. Their struggle, sleepless nights, the need to finally speak what's been weighing on their soul. And while it seems odd for a family to send someone with such news, the angels say they were guided too. They know this moment is needed. They know healing can't happen on a foundation of silence. They've asked your person to go to you, not with excuses, but with truth, shaky sincerity, and the willingness to stay even if the truth breaks things open. Because only someone willing to sit in the ruins with you deserves to build something new with you. Dear one, the angels don't want you scared. They want you brave. Trust that the divine wouldn't let this tower fall unless what's on the other side is more sacred, truer, and more aligned with you than what you've been holding on to. Let old beliefs crumble. Let lies be stripped away. Let the past be shaken up if it means the future will be pure. Your strength was never in pretending everything was okay. Your strength is in standing among the falling pieces and still believing something beautiful can be built from what's left. And that's exactly what's coming. A love starting not in illusion, but in truth. A relationship built not on empty promises, but on honesty and respect for everything you are. So when they arrive, dear one, let them speak. Let the truth come out. Let tears fall if they must. Let your hands tremble and your voice break, but don't turn away. Because what they reveal, though it might hurt initially, will ultimately heal. It will free you from a past that was never really yours to carry alone. Dear one, the angels are gently placing their hands on your heart right now. They know how deeply you've loved, how quietly you've hurt, and how patiently you've waited to be truly seen. Not just for your surface appeal or gentle voice, but for the depths of your soul, your emotional wisdom, your ability to feel everything so intensely. You've carried your emotions like precious water, careful not to let the world see the full extent of what you held inside. You smiled through storms, offered peace when you were breaking, and loved so purely it sometimes scared those not ready for something so unconditional. But now, dear one, your future partner is being sent to your door with a divine task, guided not just by love, but by their family, by spirit, by the quiet insistence of a truth that needs to see the light. A truth about your past that wasn't meant to be forgotten, but honored. Type guided, if you trust in God's guidance. There was a time you gave love without holding back. You poured yourself into someone, a dream, a hope, thinking love alone could fix what was broken. But instead, you met silence, abandonment, betrayal, or disappointment. Yet, you didn't become cold. You didn't shut down. You folded that pain into your heart, buried it under kindness, and kept loving in smaller, softer ways, without asking for much back. That pain, dear one, was never missed by the divine. And now your future partner, maybe without fully realizing it, is coming to acknowledge the very truth you've held alone for so long. They've been sent to bring the recognition you never got, the understanding that was missing, the emotional safety you always craved but told yourself you didn't need. Their family might have sensed something in you others missed. Maybe they looked in your eyes and knew there was a history there, one marked by unshed tears and unthanked sacrifices. And now they want their loved one to see what they see. The strength it takes to stay gentle when the world didn't always give back what you gave freely. Your person is coming to your home not just to talk, but to listen, learn, and feel what you've kept buried. And the truth they carry, the one they're asked to reveal, isn't a secret meant to hurt. It's confirmation of something your gut already knew, but your heart still needed to hear from another person. Maybe they're coming to talk about a past relationship you endured quietly, one that left you drained but taught you your heart's value. Maybe they bring clarity about someone from your childhood who should have protected you, but left scars instead. Or perhaps they're finally going to say they know how strong you've had to be, and you don't need to hide your emotions anymore. Whatever it is, dear one, it will feel like unlocking a door you thought was rusted shut. Their presence, their sincerity, their willingness to sit with your truth instead of running from it. That will be the medicine your heart has waited for. The angels want you to let your walls soften. They want you to know this isn't the kind of love that asks you to hide your feelings or apologize for being sensitive. This is the kind of love that bows to your emotional depth and says, I honor this. I honor you. And the most beautiful part? Your future partner isn't coming to fix you or erase your past. They're coming to hold it with respect. They're coming to learn how to love someone whose heart weathered storms and still chooses to love like the sun. So when they sit with you, when they take your hands or look into your eyes searching for truth, let your soul breathe. Let your voice tremble. Let your emotions rise, not in chaos, but in cleansing. Let them know who you are, not just the part you show the world, but the sacred, tender, beautifully bruised parts you've guarded like a secret garden. Because this person isn't afraid of that garden. They were sent to help tend it. They were sent to water what others left behind. And most of all, they were sent to remind you that your emotional depth isn't a weakness. It's a gift, a divine gift that no longer needs to hide. Dear one, the angels are so proud of you for surviving. Dear one, the angels are wrapping their wings around you so carefully right now, knowing the long, quiet journey you've been on. You've walked paths alone, carried weights others didn't see, and learned to be okay in your own company when the world felt too loud or didn't hear your heart's quiet songs. There were times you faded into the background, Not because you wanted to disappear, but because you were searching for something deeper, truer, more sacred than surface connections. You went through a time of deep soul searching. And in that quiet time, you were never really alone. The divine walked with you, whispering truths to your spirit, even on long nights with unseen tears. And now, the one your heart waited for is coming. Not just because love called, but because their family, guided by intuition, sensed something important. Something you need to be told. A truth belonging to you, maybe kept from you, or buried so deep in the past that only now can it be seen clearly. Your future partner comes to your home carrying more than just feelings. They bring a light of truth lit long ago, maybe even by someone you once trusted who didn't tell you the whole story. This isn't a truth that breaks, it heals. It's a revelation about your past, about something or someone you've wondered about quietly, something that left a dull ache and a question mark in your soul. Maybe it's about why someone important left without explaining. Maybe it's about why you had to heal without the support you deserved. Or maybe it's about a loving moment that was cut short, a chapter that ended before you knew it began. Whatever this truth is, the angels say it's finding you now because you're no longer lost in the dark. You're not that fragile soul searching for answers in silence anymore. You're now someone who can hear the truth and handle it with grace. You're the one who did the inner work, came home to yourself, chose healing over resentment, reflection over blame, love over fear. And it's this strength, this quiet inner power that prompted your person's family to say, now's the time. They see your wisdom, like someone who walked through fire and came out softer, not harder. They get that you're not looking for someone to fill your silence, but someone who understands it. Someone who can sit with you in that sacred quiet and just be present, honest, real, not trying to fix anything. And now your future partner is being called into that space with you, to sit beside you, not as someone with all the answers, but as someone who's been on their own search, guided to you because their soul knows yours holds pieces of their healing too. When they arrive, they might be quiet initially. You might sense hesitation, not from fear, but respect. They won't rush. They won't just talk to fill space, because what they came to reveal deserves quiet breath, the silence between words where truth often speaks loudest. And as they share what they were told, what their heart carried for those who couldn't or wouldn't say it, you'll feel something open inside you, a knot loosening, a weight lifting, a thread of understanding connecting past and present, making sense of things that felt unfinished. The truth might be difficult. It might stir old pain, but it will also bring clarity, and with it, freedom. Freedom to stop wondering, stop blaming yourself for what wasn't your fault, stop carrying questions that deserved answers. Dear one, the angels want you to know this truth isn't coming to make you relive pain. It's coming so you can finally release it, so you can make peace with the shadows that followed you. Not because they were bad, but because they were misunderstood. You were never forgotten, never abandoned by the divine. You were being led inward, prepared, taught how to become the kind of soul who could receive a love that sees not just your beauty, but your depth. And now that love is here. It's arriving as someone who respects your journey, someone who doesn't want to erase your past, but honor it, understand it, and walk forward with you in a love that starts not with fantasy, but with truth. Type amen if you trust in God.